Thank you very much, Mrs. Moderator. Dear colleagues, panelists, dear friends, I will be very short, 6 slides in 6 minutes. We want to share with you a process that is taking place among a group of Southern partners that we really want to visibilize, to show how is the process of South-South cooperation around the globe going on. We all talk about South-South cooperation, but we really don't know exactly nowadays what is the amount of project, of initiative, of the development impact that South-South cooperation is producing around the globe. If we consider the international context, a lot of things are happening around South-South cooperation. In the last 50 years, there will be around 300 international events on South-South cooperation. But if we see the figures, we can realize that more than 100 of them have been taking place in the last 3-4 years. Since the Nairobi Conference 2009, there has been 115 international events on South-South cooperation. That gives us an idea of the extremely important public agenda in the global international arena that the South-South cooperation has taken place. However, there are many estimations of the characteristics of that South-South cooperation. Estimations around funds, around quantity of projects, activity, type of projects, type of impact of that cooperation. But there are not clear global figures about what is the real amount of that cooperation all around the globe. So our concerns is to really enhance quantitative and qualitative data to assess the South-South cooperation contribution to development. Let's remember, friends, that our focus is on development, is on the real situation of our people. So we can imagine, we can dream about a global report on South-South cooperation with focus to aim to facilitate the sharing, the experiences of Southern partners. We imagine a report that respects 3 principles. First, that should be intergovernmental in a very horizontal way. There must be a report, a process, lead with the ownership of the countries, not the specific institutions, but countries from the South. Second, a report that should be flexible. We have been hearing today, this afternoon, this morning, and at many events, all the different perspectives around South-South cooperation. So if we want to collect all that information in a global report, we have to be flexible enough to adapt to different understandings, practices, and visions on South-South cooperation. Third, we think that we have to follow an incremental approach. We have to build our own common terms and methodologies of South-South cooperation. That won't be made just in one day, just in 1 year, just in the first report. We dream about a process that will grow up in the future. So what we are thinking is a process in 2 phases. There's a lot already been made in different regions. Particularly in Latin America, we have the Ibero-American report on South-South cooperation that has been producing information for the last 7 years. We already have 7 reports on South-South cooperation in Latin America. So we have quite sophisticated and complete statistics about the situation in Latin America on South-South cooperation. So we have a lot of learnings on that all the countries from Latin America want to share with the rest of Southern partners. That, if we sum up to this group of countries, to this region, national reports of all the countries that are being part of this core group of Southern partners, plus any other Southern country that want to be part of this initiative, probably will be around 30-35 countries producing information to a collective report that for sure will account around, we estimate, 90% of the South-South cooperation that is taking place globally. Perhaps then we can go forward in a second report in the future that collect all the data in a common base with common technical understanding and methodology, and also with the capacity to strengthen the information system of all the countries from the south. Because to really have good statistics of what is happening, what we are doing on South-South cooperation, we have to have the capacity in our southern countries to generate those statistics to really know what is happening in our countries. In many, especially big countries, a lot of things of South-South cooperation are happening between ministries, between institutions, between universities, not by central governments. So not all the information of South-South cooperation are in the hands of the foreign ministry or in the cooperation agency. So we also have to work on strengthening the capacities of southern countries to generate, evaluate, and report those information. So, what do we think can be the next steps in the process of that? If we really want to produce a global report on South-South cooperation, if we really want to share with all the globe our process, our learnings, our impact on development of the South-South cooperation around the globe. Probably we will need to agree on those principles, agree on the nature of that report, that idea of intergovernmental, flexible, incremental, and perhaps other elements that can arise in this building process of a report. Let's remember that this is a process that is starting, so there will be a lot of work to be done in the near future. Second, for sure, what are the human resources, the capacities, the funds that we need to produce this type of report? Who will be the stakeholders, and what is going to do everyone? What are the roles of these stakeholders during the process? And for sure, what are the mechanisms to work, how we produce that, which can be the governance and the administrative structure of such an ambitious initiative. To close, in order to respect my time exactly, we really believe that the contribution that South-South cooperation is making in our development capacities in the South has to be written, has to be reported, has to be known first by us, the southern countries, in order to improve the quality of our cooperation. Our citizens, our governments, our people deserve to know what we are doing, in which areas we are working, which are the countries, regions, and topics involved in our project. That can provide us excellent information to improve the quality of our development cooperation, and thus the quality of the impact on the living conditions on our people. Thank you for your attention.